Hi, welcome to the Voorhees Menace, a Friday 13th fan film commentary track. I'm Alex Pletcher, director of the film, writer of the film. Finally doing a commentary track, solo commentary track here, just me. Hoping to do one with the cast eventually.
What the hell is going on out
I
here?
had a great time making this film. I finally watched the Armageddon
Oh, ain't you
commentary
one
track with Ben
brisk
Affleck,
motherfucker?
Coming out of
Michael
my
Bay,
damn
and Bruce
pool in the middle
Willis.
of October. Do you
Happy
know where
today,
you
so I
is,
figured it's the
boy?
perfect time to be doing
Illinois.
this.
And Illinois is a
Um,
subterranean mother this time of
so
year.
yeah, let's just
Come
get
on,
right into it.
get your ass inside
Here
here.
is one of the last shots we did. This is Khalil Coleman playing Max Spangler, and William Breaux playing Jason Voorhees. They are at the house
Alright, what's your name?
of Nick Froio,
You look like a
old twice in the
Todd,
film, his grandmother.
maybe a Fred.
Hey Pumpkin,
But I'm gonna call
Pumpkin's
your
here.
ass Jason.
Um,
Jason Voorhees.
yeah, this was one of the last things we shot. Khalil was always ready though. Whenever we shoot the third act,
I'm gonna
um,
kiss you with
that was
just trying
the
to
third
get
day
out of
shooting
here.
we did. That was pretty
Your
early on.
sexual black ass stop
Khalil,
being out
he
here.
wasn't even there. We might have shot with him then, but we weren't 100% sure. But he was there
Shit,
nonetheless. He
you
was
a
practicing his
foghorn looking
lines. He was ready. He
motherfucker.
really helped lighting that day. But
Hey, now,
Khalil,
I didn't mean no
he
disrespect. You
was
gotta
great with
just stating facts.
practicing his lines.
Don't worry, buddy.
A lot of
Come
this
on
is
with me.
shoppily shot. I'm
Hey,
not. Some of
whoa,
it, I think the
Froio.
camera work is pretty bad. A lot of
Stay with me.
unfocused
You'll
shots,
be
and
good. It's just
uh,
me
that's a
and the
good shot right there. I
campground.
like that. The back of his head is in
Okay,
focus.
Crystal Lake.
It's
No
not bad by
patriotic
any means. I don't
citizen.
hate it or anything,
Any
but
law breaking motherfucker.
not exactly what I was
None.
always hoping for. We
It's
had to
fall. They don't
cut a lot of
protect
stuff
themselves.
out because Nick's grandma came back
The town
actually and
is 2 miles
kind of rushed
that
us out of
way.
there.
We're just like
And
2 miles from the city.
you see, there's a line here
Yeah.
that's missing. It's in the outtakes actually. If you watch
Oh,
those,
well, you caught me at a bad
he
time.
is talking
Tell me,
soon about
so
his sister.
as tradition,
And I
I
thought
get
that that'd
up
be a good
past
time to
you,
put that in here.
take
That's
some
a nod to Happy
Xanax,
Death
drink some
Day.
Coke,
He said about his sister Lori that
eat some Orals, and
Happy
just
Death
watch
Day,
some extra
who in my canon is his sister.
stuff.
I'm a huge fan of Happy Death
Fireworks with
Day.
stones out windows.
That and Friday 13th Part
Princess
6,
the
Scream.
Ghostbusters. You know, every damn
Wanting to make a movie like
Who was
this,
out of Warren
kind
when I
of
was a
horror
young
comedy.
Who went
Yeah,
to
here,
college?
she
Bayfield
went to
University.
college, Bayfield University.
Yeah, a little off the rails.
But yeah, Khalil, he's super good with sunset. Here, I'm probably going to cut the music out of this. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to go back and listen to this commentary track. I bet you it's going to be really hard to hear with the music. I'll see if I can figure out how to scale it. But Out of Time by the Rolling Stones in the theatrical film, at least. I don't know if it'll be playing right now. But that's what was playing in the theatrical release of the movie, and theatrical preview. I don't know. A lot of people ask me about the music choice of this movie. All of them were in my mind before we shot the scene. This I thought was pretty self-explanatory, the music choice. Oh man, I forget. Jonathan plays Evan Landry, the lead character in this. He asked if I chose it for whatever reason. I can't remember what it was. There is the machete with tape on it. But I chose this song because it is Voorhees Out of Time. It's Voorhees. Voorhees became friends with Mac, Khalil's character. Now here he is just roaming the house. And he's a little frog boy from like 1952 or whatever. He was just a little boy in a camp when he drowned in the 50s. He's out of his element here, you know? He doesn't know what any of this stuff is. Like a wooden chair, what's that? He probably would know what that is. But, yeah, I thought that would, good music choice. This, I just went with William. What he was doing, I zoom in here, man. I went with it. I had no idea what he's pointing to. I don't know what the significance of that is. Maybe that's Evan's house. I think that's a photo of the neighborhood. This room, William was scared to shoot in because somebody died in it years ago, allegedly, according to Nick. So he didn't want to even be in that house because it's a real long one take. That room, Nick was in there with him. He didn't want to be in there alone. Hopefully we can do a cast commentary here sometime where they can share stories like that. Shout out to Eli Deutsch. He is in the film as Jake. He has the coronavirus, so we're all pulling for you, Eli. That scene, there was really no definitive ending to it either. I zoomed in on the clock. I cut that out. This, man, I wish I went just a little longer. He threw it nowhere near the tree. I would have liked to finish the song on a solid bar, but I couldn't. Here, this is all ad-libbing. Super proud of these guys. There I am. Far right. Right now, my head's the only one that shot. There, William. Khalil did a great job with this scene. Should have figured something else out. Everyone was in the shot, but he did a great job of panning back and forth. Very little in the scene is scripted. I love drugs. Let's get some girls up in here. Thursday Night Football stuff. That's all scripted, but a lot of the rest of it is just pretend like we're drunk or something. I don't think any of us have had any prior experience with that. That's dated. Thursday Night Football, Matt Breida, 49ers Cardinals, I believe was 2019 Thursday Night Football. I was going to do that in 2017, in which it was going to be the Bears and Vikings, which was the Thursday Night Football where they showed the Last Jedi trailer. But I thought that there might have been action figures in a previous shot that would break yeah, right there.
Let's be
Those
careful,
McDonald's
guys.
toys,
That
would break continuity, because those are part of the Rise of Skywalker, the line. So I had to cut that out. This, fun fact, this was supposed to be Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, the scene where the little robot is humping Megan Fox's leg. But this TV did not have a DVD player, unfortunately, so we had to find whatever was on TV, and we went with Speed. Rocky Balboa was on, but I don't know. Jason would have to watch the first 5, maybe just the first 4. So here's William, kind of just going with it. I told him, yeah, you know what, pour a glass of milk. And this is actually shot months after the initial pouring of a glass of milk he did, which we will get to soon. But he, as great as he is, I really loved him in this role. I thought he was fantastic. I love William. Shout out to William. I love you. I really loved him as Jason. It was tough to figure out who's going to play Jason. But I think he did a great job with the physicality of it and doing little stuff like that, opening throws. This is one of the first shots we did. This is from the first day of shooting. Yeah, those 2 shots, the last 2 shots of Jason, were taken probably 4 or 5, 6 months apart. However long it took us to film this. This is obviously a homage to the scene from Pulp Fiction with the Rebels Comanche. I didn't want to play that, though. I considered it. I thought that was like the obvious choice, and it's a little on the nose. I like this song because, it's his master's voice. Not only is it played during the long take in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, one of my favorite movies, and that's one of my favorite scenes in the history of cinema. But it is a nice, if you actually listen to it, demonstration of Jason's relationship with his mother. He hears her voice. I wanted to do some stuff with Mama Voorhees. Never really figured out how to do it. We kind of ran out of time. I wanted to get this out by November 13th, and that was one of the sacrifices we had to make. A lot of this was off script. There was a whole subplot, not subplot, but like, I'll explain that whenever we get to it, but like two entire, like, probably like a 15-minute chunk of the film is compressed into 5 minutes, which was nice though, for my future filmmaking career to figure out how to make those compromises and how to not just make a compromise that I have to, but how to make it work. So I'm not sure that the movie makes sense. So maybe I didn't do it well, but I think we did an alright job. I wish I cut the music off a little early. Here, I wish I did it right before he stabbed him.
Who the fuck are you?
That is the line read of the movie. That is brilliant from Nick Froio. I absolutely love that. I love that that's the thumbnail for the movie on YouTube. I don't know what the thumbnail for this one will be. I can't figure out how to do a thumbnail. Like, you'll see real YouTubers, they do an edit, which is like, oh, obviously they chose that as a thumbnail. I don't know how to do a thumbnail. I really don't. This whole sequence has confused a lot of people. He says, "Who the F are you?" And then it's Jim Croce's "I got a name." He's got a name. It's Voorhees. He's the Voorhees Menace. It's Voorhees highlight reel. That's kind of was the point of it. There's gonna be another Jim Croce song with Mama Voorhees stuff. It's gonna be a Time in a Bottle. And there's gonna be some, like I had the idea of like a little kid deformed being like young Jason, like Mama Voorhees swinging him around in a field. They're having fun, Mama Voorhees and Jason. I thought that'd be great. Yeah, we also don't have a kid. That's the biggest problem. We could have found a Mama Voorhees. One of us could have been Mama Voorhees. I could have asked Mama Voorhees. I could have asked her. Hope he's not stupid. This is the worst take of the movie, probably. It's kind of funny, though. See, Blaise comes in the background there. We only had Blaise for this one day. He was supposed to play my character. I was originally going to be a girl double dutching in the basement that just gets killed.
Holy shit, it's Jason Voorhees!
Yeah, the stab there is real weak, too. But yeah, Blaise only had him for this one day, so we added a character here for him to pursue. This is actually, I think, for the first day that we shot, really, I'm really happy with this. Nick wouldn't get blood on his shirt. Obviously, Logan would get covered in blood, so we had to shoot that way. Thankfully, not to bash Nick. That was one of Nick's old shirts that he let us use. But yeah, I thought the whole sequence here with Blaise and William was fantastic. They both did a really good job choreographing this. I think it's just the perfect amount of takes of this shot of him slamming him against there. This scene is a homage to Freddy vs. Jason. I'm going to explain all the references, I guess, in this video. Not like anyone's coming. But, there's Mary Shag Kill in Freddy vs. Jason of the Three Stooges. And I thought that's what that line means. I hate Freddy vs. Jason, though. Like, I don't hate it. But since then, I've watched it a couple times. The first time I watched it, I didn't even really like it. But I've come to a point that I don't like it at all. But it's funny that was a painstaking line to shoot. That took so long, so many takes. Just for line I'm not even enough from a movie.
What was that, man? What was that?
I don't know, man.
See, these are shot like, as Eli would say, nostalgia critic. Kick-Ass, yeah, Bold Leaf. I watched them because of him. I can't remember. The Bold Leaf Flea and Suburban Nights. Well, I guess it's only Kick-Ass here that does it. But it's close-up shots of these people because they're all not in the same room. We were just waiting and waiting and waiting for the Breaux to show up this day because they said, "Oh yeah, we'll be here." They stayed the night at my house, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll be there." And then we wake up. I'm about to pick up all the guys, and they're like, "Oh, we have to go to a doctor's appointment." Serious. They're gone for 4 hours, all right? And I have a softball game at 5. They get there around 4:20. So we're screwed.
It was him.
We got about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to shoot. Well, we did shoot that take. Here, this shot, the lighting's completely different. My sunglasses go on and off here, too. But yeah, that was a huge struggle. So that's why they're shot like that. There's a bunch of close-up shots of guys responding to people that aren't really there. And there's a lot, and I mean a lot of dialogue missing there. That's why I think the movie gets a little hazy with the plot is. That it's a real mess up. Because the Breaux never shot their lines there. The backup work here is horrible in the background. Eli's just standing there. William and Nick decided to be horrible. I told them act scared. I guess I didn't give them good enough. Here's a fantastic line.
We're teenagers.
Oh my gosh, Logan, such a natural screen presence. My beard's way smaller there. That was shot a while ago. Sunglasses are off there, obviously.
Mike, no. Damn it, Evan.
That shot's used 2 different times.
How dare you?
There, like right now. Before I did that close up of me, that is the same shot. I just cut it and put it in twice. This seems funny. No one's behind the camera. This is one of the few scenes in the movie where the camera is on a pedestal. Not shot in hand. Most of the movie is, which isn't particularly good. But nobody was there to hold it, so we had to do it on that. My line there, absolutely, positively, no such thing as Voorhees is a reference to Scooby-Doo, the live-action Scooby-Doo movie. Whatever Froio goes, absolutely, positively, no such thing as monsters, and then monsters busting. This, I really don't like the way this is shot. Obviously, I can't shoot it, so I don't want to be too critical if I'm not shooting it, because I don't have to be in complete control. But he wasn't supposed to show my chest until now, and then he was supposed to do a big zoom out. I was covered down there in barbed wire. All my feet were wired up and everything. But you never got that. I thought I looked pretty fat there too. My weight fluctuates. This scene we had to do a ton of times. If you see the outtakes, because William yelling profanities. No one was prepared for that, and I got Eli to break character good bit of times.
He would have came anyway, but he locked onto us.
I want to give him a big shout out here. John gets a lot of difficult dialogue in this movie. He has a lot to say and a lot of really complicated stuff to say. First movie, our first movie overall. He did great. This whole sequence, you might think it's just a blank screen. It's not. We were sitting in the next basement. Everyone just kind of sat casually.
No, it's
I had the camera in my lap, and I was like, all right, now say your lines. They'd mess it up, and I'd stop, and I'd be like, all right, no, you're supposed to say this. Start, they mess it up, we do it again. And we just do that throughout the script. Some of the time,
Where is it?
Jonathan is standing behind me, holding my phone, reading off of it, because it was such complicated stuff. It was just too long. Eli's performance has gotten a lot of hate from the crew and the cast itself, with its inconsistency. With I understand, it's well, that's just great. Like, I don't mind it though, and that's the type of thing where I don't really mind it. Later on, there's something that really bothered a lot of people. But I will say right now, this is what I was talking about earlier. The lights going off and them going back to a house was going to be two different times. They were originally going to go back. They were going to strap up. They were going to get, like, guns. There was going to be a training montage, a trap-up sequence, kind of like Jason gets. And then they go, and then they find me. And I'm still alive at that point. Jason's just about to cut me up. Space Odyssey by David Bowie. Space Oddity was going to play there. They were going to pull me out. They were going to hit Jason with a car. And I go over, and I turn him around, and just as I turn him around, the beat drops. He stabs me. But we had to cut that out because we ran out of time. So we just did it in all one big sequence there. Here's they're going to do. This gets the most hate from the crew. William goes 1, 2, 3. Or 3, 2, 1. And that was unscripted.
1. Guys, we fucking...
Yeah, there it is. That was, that was in kind of reference to the Knives Out trailer shot where Ana de Armas throws her arms up like she's about to get stabbed. Because I was like, yeah, that'd be a good way to kill William. That's Eli and Logan's idea. They did that. I love that. Because William is obviously Jason. And I didn't want somebody to play Jason for one scene just to be him. I didn't want that air inconsistency, so I just wanted him to turn around and kind of scream like that. And I love the cut to him on the ground there. You know, this isn't supposed to be Schindler's List. This is a fun movie, a stupid movie, where we're having fun. It's not high-class cinema. And a scene like that where he just screams and is on the ground dead, I love it. But yeah, like, the William saying 3, 2, 1, everyone hated. and I could have cut that out, but I didn't. I didn't mind it. Logan hates this death. He can't even watch it. He gets so upset about it. This here, Eli ran the wrong way. Well, William kind of stopped Eli there. Eli was supposed to run up there and then get bashed, and John was going to run this way. But John, he kind of went the other way, but he ran by. Kind of looks like he's just leaving his friend to die, but, you know, sometimes it'd be like that. This is real funny. I thought that was... Originally, the intent was supposed to be they get in a car and they're driving, but none of them can drive but me, so we couldn't do that. And it was going to be... They were driving and trying to get away, and then they end up right back at Crystal Lake, and it revealed Evan can't leave. He has to go there. It called to him, and he still stayed there. And they were going to get... And, like, Nick was actually still going to be alive at that point, and a hand was going to bust through the window and pull the steering wheel out. I got a fake steering wheel just to do this, beat Nick to death with it, and then they were all going to run into the woods, and this song was going to play Born to Run, and kill them. and like they slept, kind of like the scene in Grown Ups whenever there's they play air roulette and they slept running in the woods. It'd kind of be like that, and all of them but Evan do. And then he kind of goes and does this cat and mouse game on this is shot at my grandfather's house. It was going to be this, and then he runs out of the woods, and when he runs out of the woods, he sees a fire, and he runs to the fire, and the fire is the skin-dead carcasses of Jake and Tim, or Eli and Logan. That's kind of one of those things. It wasn't even a lack of time thing. It was kind of a, well, they can't drive, and a big time, how are we going to do that? I don't want to set a forest fire by setting a tree on fire. How are we going to do a skin carcass? Here's real funny. I kind of wish the music didn't play over that. Whenever the arrow shoots there, that might be a hard scene to understand. He shoots an arrow there, kind of like the target scene in the first Friday the 13th. I'm behind the camera and I go, you know, to be like the arrow shot. Because first time John just walked right into it. Didn't realize what he was supposed to do. A lot of directing is telling them everything. And I did like sometimes, like most of the time, I did a bad job of thoroughly laying it out. And as we went on, I was like, all right, I have to tell them every single thing. Because they don't know what to do if you don't tell them exactly what to do. This is 2 shots here, and I didn't think I did the greatest job of editing that. The problem here is the machete broke in the machete vs. golf club fight. And it split in half. And whenever it's split in half, is because they were going too close, which I thought was great. But they couldn't figure out how to end the scene properly, or John would laugh, or they'd miss something. And by the time they did it, it was kind of weak and soft. So I cut the two endings, the one with the correct ending and the one with the actual good combat. A little bit of a scene there, but I kind of like it. This is William and Jonathan Breaux, twin brothers, in a cage match. It's a chicken coop, and they are going at it. There was 4 injuries this night. One was on the golf course you saw there. John nails William in the back. The biggest one was here, in which John gets thrown against that twice and thrown on the ground. That afterwards, his legitimate reaction to hitting his head on the ground. What else? Let me think of what the other... Oh, early in the night, whenever they were in the stone patches, and it first cuts away from Born to Run, in those stones, John cut himself. And the final injury is later on. I was going to put in the song I Ran by Flock of Seagulls here, but I couldn't figure out a way to properly start it. And because I didn't want this all to be scary, because this entire ending is kind of with the intent of trying to be horror. And I didn't really want that. That's just how the sound does it. I wanted it to still be a fun horror comedy, but I don't mind that it did. This whole sequence is where you add the comedy. This is shot in the Breaux basement. I thought we did a really good job. This entire third act is shot in 3 different locations. I think it's pretty seamless. Here's Khalil, he is buck-ass nude in the basement on Xanax watching The Matrix Reloaded. That's his Halloween tradition. There they are. They did a good job of the scene. We shot this 3 times. The lighting was extremely difficult in the basement here. We went to shoot it one day and we just couldn't do it because the lighting was so difficult. So I'm glad that they did this. There's supposed to be a little more stuff in that corner, but didn't ever get that. And then there's the zoom in on The Matrix Reloaded. That's important. Yeah. Wish I hoped. Here we're back at my grandparents' house. John gets out here. This only we did twice. I actually, every time I watch it, I'm like, that's kind of a complex thing to do. You had to open gates, shut gates, pick up stuff, and run. But I thought it was great. I think the reason we didn't do it again was because I realized, as you see here, I walk into frame. That's my shadow. I'm like, well, dang it. And I was able to figure that out. I'm super thrilled with the fix we did with the shadows there. Oh my gosh, the shadow's gone. That's another time where we had it on a stand. This sequence, John said, I believe, was the most difficult to shoot for him. And this was really cramped, shot by iPhone lighting, which we couldn't show in a pool shed. That's great. This is the final injury here. Bang, bang, absolutely clobber him. John breaks the bat there. I wish we did a better job of showing that he breaks the bat, but I was about to slip in the pool when we were shooting this. Here, William we was extremely late. We'd been shooting for about 3 hours at this point. William took his shoes off, and I didn't even really notice it. This is the biggest scene of, I didn't fully tell him what to do. I just kind of said, all right, do that. Put it down in his chest. They never realized what to do. They held this for like 12 seconds, and it kind of just stopped. But yeah, we were shooting really close to the pool here. John gets stabbed. There he takes that, grabs it. All right, John, you get it. Got him. All right, stabbed in the neck. All right, he's staggered. He's Jason. Only way you can kill him is kill him in the lake. Is he going to do it? Spartan kick. Let's get it. This is inspired from Police Story, one of the greatest action films of all time. When Jackie Chan does the big stunt on a chandelier, he shows it 3 times. And I said, let's show the bit. Like, it kind of ends abruptly. I was like, let's show it 3 times. This is a different pool. This is Nick's grandma's pool. I realized the last shot we were going to do was just that. I was like, I want to have him walking away to put the credits music in too. So, we did that at Nick's grandma's pool, and I think it looks great. So yeah, there's that. I mean, there's so much more to say. I'm hopefully going to do this with the cast sometime. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing the movie. For our first movie, I'm so glad and happy with it. We got more stuff coming down the pipeline. I can't wait to release all that and get that done. As for me, Steelers play the Ravens today finally. Game's been delayed 6 days after Thanksgiving now, first time, but I can't wait to go watch some of that. That starts in an hour. I gotta work today, but you enjoyed the film? With it. First movie, like I said, I don't know if it's gonna be. Obviously, not over yet though. Here we are. This was shot on Halloween. We tried to get a shot. I tried so badly. They didn't understand what I was trying to do, though, because everyone always thinks, oh, well, we can't have any people near us. And there's people coming on the road. I was like, all right, let's do it. Because I want it to be, like, on Halloween. I wanted trick-or-treaters to be out. Yeah. Then Jonathan, he never really understood what to do at this scene. Because I don't think he's seen Halloween. It's supposed to be the iconic shot where somebody runs into Michael Myers, and then he pans around to him. But yeah, we got it done. And Eli was playing Michael Myers. I was going to do it. I like being the guy behind the camera. Not that I don't like acting. I just mean I'm much more confident in myself behind the camera. I think Eli is great at making movies. Who knows what's going to happen from there? I mean, I do. Some of the castings. You guys will just have to wait and see. I'm a huge slasher movie fan. I love Michael Myers. I love Halloween. It's my sister's favorite. One of my favorites. I love Friday the 13th. So, yeah. There it is. Friday the 13th fan film. Voorhees Menace. Alright. I guess that really is the end of it here. I'll let the music play out. And, hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. See you next time. Hey, I made a big error. I said Vikings Bears Thursday Night Football. That was a Monday Night Football. It was just another Halloween game. The movie takes place on Halloween. It's 31. Stop shit. That's all I had to add.